Look, it's no secret. The world has been hypersexualized. Hyper. Everything around you is all about sex. You look at Instagram, you look at any social media platform, everything has been hypersexualized. Women are literally showing their bodies off, and you're watching it. I'm not even gonna say you. We're all victims of this in one point of our lives, right? To see this change in the world. Bro, I'm in the fitness industry. Like, everything about the fitness industry is all about sex. You look at women, they're doing squats, they're doing all these different things. They're not showing you the squat form, they're showing you what's back there. That's what they're doing. And you have to understand why this is becoming a thing, why this has been a trend, why OnlyFans has been a trend. It is a way to literally numb you down, to kill your masculinity off. Because as you're hypersexualizing your brain, your dopamine receptors are literally getting fried to the point where you literally can't think about anything else but getting on Instagram, getting on the Explore page, and that's what you see. That's why it's happening. That's why everything that you see right now is going on. The best way you can get men to get off of their purpose, put something that's hypersexual in front of them and make them watch that, make it a habit of their life. Put it in every single aspect of their life and watch how they crumble. That's why men are simps these days. Why? Hypersexualization. When you see a woman who is showing off her body, who is being seductive to you, you're going to fall out of your frame and you're going to start to submit to that. That is the easiest way to destroy masculine men, is by hypersexualizing everything. So you're probably asking, Martel, how do I change that? How did you change that? Martel, did you fall for that? I'm gonna tell you, yes, I did. I fell for that at one point in time in my life, right? I'm not like that anymore. Obviously, I got a girl, I'm good. Like, everything is cool. But there was one point in my life where I had no purpose. I had nothing going on. And all I did was basically scroll through the hub, find the best video, and mess up my brain chemistry, mess up the way that I viewed women, mess up the way that I viewed life. Everything was instant gratification. See, hypersexualization causes instant gratification. You're attracted to instant gratification. You're attracted to things that happen fast, because what? You can scroll and you can find a woman and you can beat off however much you want. And next thing you know, you're fulfilled, right? Even though you're not. All of you that have been on that fat wave, you know that once you're done with that, you feel disgusted, you hate yourself, because you know that you've sabotaged yourself. You know you've sabotaged your values. You know you've sabotaged the one thing that you could have held, which was your dopamine, right? You knew that happened way too fast. No, no pun intended. But you know that you got what you needed way too fast. You didn't work for it. You didn't go meet a woman. You didn't go talk to a woman, be charismatic, and actually get her to be wanting you. You didn't want that anymore. So what did you do? You went online, you scrolled, you found something, you got what you thought you needed, and then you were done. And now you're weak for the rest of the day. You don't get any work done, you get lazy. I'm telling you, all of you have a masculine essence inside of you. You're born with that. Even though we've been feminized by society, we've been feminized by the hypersexualization of everything, especially with the internet. Information travels at lightning speed on the internet. I can post this and you're going to see this right now. I can literally broadcast this to thousands of people at once. So what do? They got in the minds of women. Okay, start posting your body. Start becoming online prostitutes by making an OnlyFans account. And start to get a lot of men. And again, I'm not even going to blame the women who do it. It's disgusting. But at the end of the day, who funds it? Men. Who watches this stuff consistently? Men. We are the reason why the world is hypersexual, because they've hacked our brains. We've lost our idea of masculinity. We've lost our purpose. A lot of men nowadays, they have zero purpose. They don't have any goals that they have in life. So how do you break out of hypersexualization? How do you become the best version of yourself? How do you become more masculine? The first thing you need to do is get a purpose. I don't care what it is, bro. It could literally be that you love knitting. It could be that you love making art. I don't care what it is. Find something to take your brain away from that phone, away from that explore page on Instagram, and start to get a purpose. Because I promise you, the minute that you have a purpose is the minute that you will stop seeking sexual pleasures online. You will stop, you'll stop getting into that whole hypersexual market. It's not going to do anything for you, because again, your dopamine has been aligned with long-term growth. Your dopamine has been aligned with something that can actually provide you with fulfillment, not the hypersexualized figures that you see, right? Too many people are falling for that. And I'm telling you right now, that's probably why you're behind. I don't care if you have money, bro. If you have money, you can still be a victim of it. I know a lot of guys who make a lot of money who still fall into the hypersexualization aspects of life. They still go and they subscribe to OnlyFans girls. They pay OnlyFans girls thousands of dollars in tips just to watch their stuff. I've seen this happen, right? And I'm gonna tell you, I've never done that before. I've never subscribed to a girl's OnlyFans. I've never done that. One, it's ego, it's pride. I don't feel like I've ever needed to do that, right? But also, I understand the rabbit hole that happens once you dive too deep into that, because the hub rabbit hole, I already went down that rabbit hole. That rabbit hole is completely fucked, bro. The minute that you start to tune your brain into that aspect of life, everything else goes downhill. You'll start to see your whole life crumble around you. Some people may say, oh, it's nothing bad. It's not harmful. It is completely harmful. It's harmful to your self-confidence, because now you're ashamed of yourself for going in and logging in and seeing all these women. And now you're a third person watching another dude pipe another girl and you're not doing it. Bro, it literally destroys your self-esteem, your self-confidence. So you have to have a mission, bro. You have to have a vision for yourself, because that's going to keep you solid. That's going to keep you going in the right direction. Now, here's the thing. When you have that mission, you have to start taking action, and you have to start enjoying that action. That's the masculine way. See, the hyper feminine way that's been pushed around with men is that you can sit around and you can start to get your dopamine just filled up with a bunch of different things. Netflix, the hub, only for all of these things come around because it's the easiest way, one, for corporations to make a lot of money. These industries make a shit ton of money on you, bro. The fitness industry makes a shit ton of money. Why do you think a lot of these fitness girls have OnlyFans links hidden in their bio? If you ever look at a girl who shows a lot and she's over here doing squats and her backside showing way too much, and she's wearing like super low cuts and she's really just showing everything off, she's going to have an OnlyFans link. This was never a thing a few years ago, but it's exploded because, again, it is the easiest way to keep modern men shackled and not moving forward with their lives. It's just a fact, bro. And so the more that you start to dive into these things, the more that you start to fall into that rabbit hole of failure. Your whole life, right? Your whole life is built around having a mission, having a purpose. You don't have that, you are completely and utterly fucked. At least for a certain period of time, until you snap out of it and then you go into finding what your purpose truly is. But you have to be able to win this hypersexualized world by removing your attention from that instant gratification and starting to pursue goals that are not only hard, but they also take a lot of time to fulfill. And find those little micro actions that you can do, that you can say, hey, I checked off this box. I did this today. Maybe it's starting a business. Hey, I sent out 100 DMs today. Or I sent out 100 cold emails today. Maybe it's learning a new skill. Hey, I learned this one thing today, right? Start to journal as well. Start to journal about your mind. Start to literally understand what's going on. Meditate. Start to sit for 10 minutes and look, just see the trash that's going through your mind. Just look at it. And I'm telling you, bro, like the minute that you start to observe these things, you start to take yourself out of your body. This is a concept I always talk about, being in the third person in your life, not the first person. You start to understand how you truly function. Once you remove yourself and you're at a bird's eye view and you watch what you do on a regular basis, you watch what triggers cause you to go watch those videos. You see all these things. You're going to start changing because you're going to snap out of it. You're going to snap out of that phase, that malaise of like needing all these things, that you're literally just being brainwashed everywhere that you go. So have a mission, have actions that align with that mission on a day-to-day basis, meditate so that you can understand your mind, right? Meta-think, I call it meta-thinking. So that means thinking about your own thoughts, analyzing your own thoughts, understanding why images pop up, what triggers you, and then also finding what triggers you on social media, finding, okay, why, and I'm going to be real with y'all, right? Because back then, this is what got me going on Instagram, going on the Explore page. Your Explore page says a lot about you, by the way. So if you got a bunch of women on there, if you got a bunch of girls just shaking ass all the time and doing all that, that's what you're trying to consume, because social media will give you what you are currently looking for. And it does that by seeing all of the videos that you watch for a long period of time, all the videos that you click on. It's going to feed you a lot of that. So If you're on social media, I'm not saying completely cut it off, but curate it in a way that it's going to help you. Start to follow guys who are actually providing value, even women who are providing value, who are not just hypersexualizing themselves. And start to like the videos, start to actually like scroll through those videos. Your explore page will change completely. You know what I mean? But the explore page for me, when I was in that phase, that hypersexualized phase, when I would hit the explore page and I'd see that video, I'd click on it, then you go down the rabbit hole, right? For the guys who know, and I shouldn't even be saying this because I know a lot of guys are still degenerates and they'll still do this. You go to Reddit and you type that person in, right? You go to Reddit and you type that person in, and then from there, you're down the rabbit hole on Reddit. Reddit is a dangerous fucking place, bro. Reddit has to be worse than only like just all of the shit that's on there. Like it's insane. So that's the rabbit hole that you have to cut. You have to be like, bro, if my explore page shows this stuff, it's going to keep getting me. So I have to start curating my explore page. I have to stop following the girls who are doing all the provocative shit that's going to get you dialed into this hypersexual market. Because again, you have to understand, you have to create a narrative in your head that everything is a war. I know this sounds dramatic, but this is a fact. Everything is a war. There is weaponization coming against you in terms of your mind. People are trying to take space in your mind. They're trying to push all of the positive things you can do for your life outside by literally hacking your mind. So when you understand that there's a war being waged on masculinity, there's a war being waged on your attention, you can snap out of it in literally an instant. And you can start to curate your life to where that stuff does not penetrate your entire bubble and you're good, right? Another thing, bro, find a woman, bro. Find one woman that you can just be with and just provide love to. Like, I know a lot of people don't talk about that. A lot of people are like, bro, I just like spinning plates and talking to all kinds of girls. If you want to do that, that's cool. But you know, on this channel, I'm telling you, like, there's a phase for that. And then you're going to get tired of it because you're good at it and you know how to do it. And women are coming at you left and right. Then you're going to want to have one woman to be with, right? You got to find that because that's going to allow for you to be a lot more focused. You're not going to spend time texting a bunch of girls, going on dates, doing all that stuff. You just have one woman. It's literally going to help you with your mission. It's helped me with mine. When I was juggling 5, 6 women at a time, I did not have time to work on myself. I didn't have time to work on my business because women require attention. So the more that you can simplify your life, the more that you can remove a lot of the temptations on the internet, the more that you can consume valuable information like this video that can change your perspective is when you're actually going to make a change in your life, right? Go to the gym. If you're not training, go to the gym. Because when you go to the gym, you're going to start to develop dopamine receptors that go with the flow, that enjoy the process of you actually getting in the best shape of your life. By the way, if you need help with that, I have a free lead magnet below. You can literally get the workout routine that you need to do. You can get the nutrition routine you need to do, and you can get the lifestyle that you can live, right? All of that link will be in the description. It's all free for you. But I'm telling you right now, you have to start changing the way that you look at the world. You have to start understanding it is a war between masculine men and corporations who are trying to degrade masculine men so that they can keep them controlled so that you don't improve your life. I'm not making this up. I know everyone's, the matrix system. I don't care what you call it, but it's real. There is opposition for us, boys. Like you have to get to a point, bro, where you're going to get dialed in and you're going to start doing what you need to do or else you'll never get out of this. You'll never get out of that phase. So I'm telling you right now, start to change your life. Start to get out of this hypersexualized version of the world that you live in and start to become the best version of yourself. Removing all of those distractions, removing all of the women that are on your timeline that you watch, because clearly you do that. I've seen guys who they seem hyper successful. They still fall into that trap. It doesn't matter what status you're in. You're going to fall for that trap at one point in your life. So you have to start changing that, bro. That's the most important thing I can tell you. All right. So I want you to get out of this sexualized world, overcome it, and thrive in the sexualized world because a lot of men are going to fall for it. Again, it's player versus player. Right? I know everybody wants to sing Kumbaya and say, hey, we're all together. We're all together. We're also competing for resources. So if we're competing for resources and you see that a lot of men are falling into this trap, you need to get yourself out of it and start to outcompete them to get your resources and break out of this bullshit that we call the matrix or this bullshit that we call the system. The way that you do that is by overcoming lust, overcoming a lot of the shit that they're throwing at you to throttle your success. I promise you, bro. I had to go through the same process myself. I had to reset my dopamine receptors. I had to reset my expectations of life. I had to reset my timelines. I had to reset the way that I scroll on social media. And another thing, produce, don't just consume. Start to produce content. That's going, bro, I don't even go on Instagram to really scroll too much. And when I do, it's for a brief period of time, send some memes here and there, but I'm not on there all day. And you shouldn't either. There's too much work to be done, especially in 2025, fellas. So watch this, internalize it. I believe in you. Run the play, bro. Run this play. I promise you. You will thrive in this hypersexualized world, and you will be happy that you watched this video and took action. All right? So I'll catch you on the next video. Stay up. Again, run the play.